hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It's right there in the corner. Be sure to hit that notification bell. It's right in your corner. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. It's right in your corner. Man, my eye burning. Y'all come on in, come on in. It ain't gonna be long. I will not be here long. So get here. Get here. I would not be long. I would not be long. Y'all know they wrapping up the Diddy case. It getting to the end. That's why I haven't been covering Diddy cases because they're coming to an end. The prosecutor arrested the case. We waiting on the defense attorney to come back and do their thing. We just waiting on the last of the results. Then the prosecutor gonna come back again with a baffle. So that's all we waiting on. We waiting to the end of the Diddy case and see how they would turn out. You know, there's a lot of people saying Diddy guilty. A lot of people saying Diddy not guilty. Time gonna tell. At the end, time will tell. You know what I'm saying? They saying they dropped 3 of Diddy charges off of the 6. You know, then they saying the 6-pack of women's were working a case on Diddy. Saying Diddy was Trump down in his seat. I guess Diddy got a little word today. You know what I'm saying? I guess Diddy got a little word today. I'm not sure was he word or not, but they're saying Diddy got a little word today. So we just waiting to see how it's gonna all play out. We're gonna see how far this go. And my main thing, and I think everybody else's main focus, is to see is Diddy guilty or not guilty. That's our main focus. So when we get to that point, we gonna know what is what. We're gonna know what is what. Is Diddy guilty? Is Diddy not guilty? We gotta sit back and wait and see. You know, we ain't gonna put the guilty jacket on Diddy back, and we ain't gonna put the not guilty jacket on Diddy back. We gotta wait and see how it all pan out. You know what I'm saying? As we know, where it's like how many we know, it more men I think on trial. I mean on who gonna make a decision on Diddy than women's. You know what I'm saying? Like 8 men to 4 women's. I'm not sure. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm doing pretty good. How everybody doing? Yeah. So we just waiting to see how it's gonna play out for Diddy. We don't know if Diddy found guilty. We ain't gonna put the guilty jacket on Diddy back. You know what I'm saying? How everybody doing? We ain't gonna put the guilty jacket on Diddy back. We're gonna have to wait and let it see how it play out. We ain't got long, so we ain't no need to rush it. We ain't got long. Next week, we might know something. At the end of next week, might be the end of the roller coaster ride. We'll know if Diddy found guilty or not guilty. It ain't gonna take long before the jury decide the fate of who, you know what I'm saying, the fate of Diddy life. It would not take long. So by the end of next week, we might know something. So that's the reason I ain't been covering the Diddy trial lately, because it's almost at the end of the road. We got to sit back and be patient and let it play out how it play out. You know what I'm saying? We seen Diddy kids, a lot of them came to court today, the girls and everybody with their nice braids in their head, everything looking all up, kept. But you know what I'm saying? The faith in Diddy life, we got to sit back and see. It ain't our call. It's the jury call. They sit there and watch every part of the case. We didn't see every part of the case. We on the outside looking in. So we don't know how it going to pan out for Diddy. You know what I'm saying? They just hoping, some people hoping bad on Diddy. Some hoping Diddy come home. For us, we don't know what's going to happen, how everybody doing. We don't know how it going to play out. We just going to sit back and be patient. You know what I'm saying? We seen I think they dropped like 3 of Diddy charges. But as we know, Diddy had 6 charges, if I'm not mistaken. I think Diddy had 6 charges, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think 3 of them charges was dropped by prosecutor. By a prosecutor. Not by his attorney. It was dropped by prosecutors. So we're just going to keep on watching and see how this play out. If y'all think Diddy guilty, drop a 1. If y'all think Diddy not guilty, drop a 2. I'm going to repeat that. If y'all think Diddy guilty, drop 1. If y'all think Diddy not guilty, drop a 2. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm praying for the victims and I'm praying for Diddy. You don't know nothing about Diddy? We all don't know too much about Diddy. We just on the outside looking in. We on the outside looking in. A very interesting case. He got YouTube. If you go down YouTube and look, it's nothing but Diddy. All on the news. Diddy. Son P. Diddy Combs. So I'm interested. When I see a lot of stuff in the blog sites, I'm interested. I gotta tune in. Especially if it's trending. If it's trending, I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? And Diddy trial, it's been trending. And that's the reason I've been watching. Because I want to know the outcome. I know y'all want to know the outcome. Is y'all not keeping up? Yeah, everybody done tuned in once upon a time and see what's going on in the Diddy case. It don't hurt to tune in. We're just gonna keep our eyes open and see how it's gonna play out for Diddy. I don't know if Diddy guilty and I don't know if he's not guilty. I'm praying for Diddy and the victims. You know what I'm saying? But from my perspective and from the things I was hearing, it seemed like everybody that went against Diddy on their trial stand is all, you know what I'm saying, they claim to be victims. It seemed like it's a money grab to me. It seemed like they was all for the money, and when the money stopped or things like that got involved, it seemed like when they turned their back on Diddy. That's my perspective. That's my intake. You know what I'm saying? That's what I take from the case. You know what I'm saying? Because they seem like they all were jealous of each other. At some point in the whole of thing, they was, so I really think it was a money grab. Cassie, a couple more witnesses, I think it all was a money grab. I think Cassie was very jealous of a loss of him. You know what I'm saying? Rain, she really did what she did. So we just gonna sit back and wait and be patient and see how it all play out. You know what I'm saying? I know the 3 Diddy charges get dropped. Whoa, that's a landslide, but not a massive, because it could get worse. Like they said today, the prosecutor was working their wrist today and said Diddy didn't look so happy when the prosecutor was working their wrist. So we're just gonna sit here and be patient and watch how it pan down. We're gonna see if Diddy found guilty. We're gonna see if Diddy found not guilty. I wanna know, and I know y'all wanna know. So we're gonna sit back, hold tight, and just sit back and enjoy the ride. Like I said, the prosecutor did their work. Now we're waiting on the defense to do their work. Then the jury do their work. The jury gonna let us know. The jury gonna have the last say so in the outcome on Diddy's life. So we're gonna leave it up to the jury and let them make their decision on what's gonna go happen to Diddy. What's the next step for Diddy? I want to know if Diddy. Okay, we know one thing. If they don't be made their decision before 4th of July, Diddy will be in a federal prison eating his 4th of July in prison. Well, in the Bureau, DOJ, or however you want to call it, jailhouse. So that's what Diddy would be eating his 4th of July at if they ain't been made a decision by then. And if Diddy get found guilty, would Diddy be eating 4th? You know what I'm saying? If Diddy get found guilty after 4th of July, he's still gonna be eating right there in jail. But if Diddy found not guilty, he'll be in the free world eating good food. We don't know yet. I just can't wait to see how it all pan out. I want to see how it do it all pan out. That's what I want. I don't care if he's free or not free. Like I said, if Diddy is guilty, he deserves what comes to him. If Diddy is not guilty, then he deserves to be free. So, like I said, we're going to let the jury decide on what's up with Diddy and what's Diddy next step in life. If Diddy gets found guilty, he might have a couple cards in his pocket, you know what I'm saying, to try to get him back free. So we're going to look forward to that too. We done seen the defense attorneys asking for a mistrial, asking for the case to be dismissed and all types of stuff. So we know Diddy got the cards in his pocket that he's going to try to pull out. You know what I'm saying? Even if he try to reach out to Donald Trump to get a pardon, Diddy got a bag up plan if he found guilty. You can believe that. But would Diddy be the same if he get found not guilty? Can he come back out of jail and be the same old Diddy? He can't be the same old Diddy and involving himself as a freak off. We know he can't do that. But with that, did he be able to be a producer? But did he be able to produce music and to be a standout guy? Or did he be able to make good music when he come back out? If he be able to come back out, that's another question I want to know. Call me D-Way. Call me D-Way. D-Way. Call me D-Way. I'm D-Way, by the way. He was never a producer, but he made some music. He made music. He did make music. I do know that much. He made music. You know, no matter what the case is, I just want to know, did it be out? If he do get out, will he be back the same? That's the main thing. Will he be back the same old Diddy? You know what I'm saying? Or we Diddy participate in more freak offs and make the situation worse and find himself back in the same situation? You know, it's the first time Diddy ever been locked up this long. And we know the percentage of people who return to jail is like 80%. You know, so we're going to see how this pan out for Diddy. We're going to see if Diddy going to go home and walk free. That's just something we got to wait on. That's something I'm waiting on. I know that's something y'all waiting on. So we're going to sit back and watch it play out. And Cass, on the other hand, I seen her do an interview. I didn't tune into the interview because I really think Cass would be money reaching. I really think she'd be money reaching. I think she tell a lot of stories. So that's when I ain't watched the Cass interview. She did do an interview though. I did see her do an interview. I might go back and watch the interview to really get an insight and see how Cassie really think and feel. So that might be on my priority list to do today, is to go ahead and watch the her interview. Because to me, that's just me, my judge, you know what I'm saying, me being judgmental on Cassie and from the stories or things I heard out the transcript, that Cassie she ain't what she try to present herself to be. She be putting on this persona or being somebody that she really not. You know what I'm saying? Because we seen text messages that she sent saying that she can get something done to a person and all that. But at the same time, the court paint that picture as Diddy who doing all this. You know, so we don't know. So I think together, Diddy and Cassie together, it's both. They both together. Really, basically, they shouldn't be together. Because they both together as two peoples, Cassie and Diddy, they like some ticking time bombs, them together. So it's good to separate them two, for sure. It's good to separate them two. Why wouldn't he? He's sick in the head. He can't just change. I think you're right about that. I can't say that. Some people make changes. Some changes may take longer than others. But some people make changes. I just can't say Diddy won't change because, you know what I'm saying, he is locked up. And once you get locked up, you have plenty of time to think. I'm talking about you can get locked up and get to thinking about things you did when you was a kid. I'm talking about a little kid. So not saying I can't say Diddy won't make a change. I'm not sure. I know he enjoyed freak offs. I know what type of person Diddy were from the transcripts and then from the court proceeding. But to say Diddy not gonna make a change, I really can't say that. But Diddy could be forced to make a change because if Diddy never come home, he gonna be forced to make that change unless he gonna go in prison and be the same freak that he was on the street. Who knows that? Well, that's something we don't know. But for us sitting here saying he can't change or he ain't gonna change, I'm not sure. I really can't say that. Diddy know one thing: if he be free, he gonna have to make a change if he don't want to be back in the same situation that he find himself in today. So I'm not sure. So I'm thinking, that's just something we'll have to sit back and watch and see. Did it make a change? We're gonna sit back and watch. Either he gonna be forced to make a change or he gonna make a change. If he be forced to make a change, he'll be sentenced. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna sit back and let it play out. It's all interested. I know it's interested in y'all. We all waiting on a verdict to come down. That's the main focus, is waiting on a verdict. It did it guilty. It did it not guilty. That's our main focus right now. And I know it's the focus of the victims. So that's our main focus. Even the court waiting on this. The prosecutor, the judge, they wanted it to be over with. So we're just going to sit back and wait. hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Until next time, peoples.